Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Fireside Chat. I'm your student body president, Julia Campbell, here with Vice President Megan Decker today, and we're excited to welcome a very special guest to kick off a National Financial Literacy Month. Isaac, would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Isaac Ehlers. I'm the Assistant Director for Student Financial Success within the Office of Student Financial Aid. So my job responsibilities are kind of to oversee all of our financial literacy programming here at Iowa State. And so I'm glad that I was able to come on here and kind of learn enlighten everyone on kind of what our office offers for students here at Iowa State.
That's awesome, Isaac. Well, we're going to ask you a series of questions about financial literacy and what your office does to serve students on campus. So just to start off, could you give us a little bit of an overview of the main resources offered by the Office of Student Financial Success?
Yeah, so our office is kind of was created as that financial literacy resource for students. So we offer advising services on credit, budgeting, financial literacy, money management, student loans, and student loan repayment. So really focusing on money management and helping students get set up for kind of their future to kind of build those financial skills while they're here at Iowa State. And then we also administer like the Cyclone Cash Course financial literacy program that's required by the Iowa Board of Regents for all of our incoming freshmen, and then kind of manage all of our loan repayment outreach for Iowa State as well.
Isaac, your office offers an incredible variety of services to students. How would a student go about setting up a one-on-one advising appointment?
Yeah, so students can kind of do it a couple different ways. The main way, the best way, I would say, is using the Navigate Student mobile app, or you can access Navigate Student through Access Plus as well. That's kind of, again, that centralized scheduling software here at Iowa State. Otherwise, students can also reach out to us via email. So our email is just financialsuccess@iastate.edu, or they can give us a phone call at 515-294-2223, and we'll schedule an appointment that way.
Very cool. So once a student would start maybe scheduling one of these appointments, what would one of those appointments look like? So could you walk through us some of the maybe topics covered in those one-on-one meetings?
Yeah, so I would say all of our appointments are unique because we're going to address whatever individual questions the student has. But kind of our most popular appointments are just our regular budgeting appointments. So helping students either kind of budget their maybe their financial aid or budget their paychecks that they're earning while they're here at Iowa State, to help them kind of determine where is their money going and how best to kind of budget and things like that. But we also do a lot of budgeting with our graduating students on maybe they have their new salary for their new full-time job, and maybe they're moving out to one of the coasts where living expenses may be higher. So helping them figure out what do those higher expenses look like there, and with this salary, what maybe can they afford in terms of an apartment or things like that. So really helping them kind of make those big financial decisions through kind of budgeting. We also offer our exit counseling requirements. So students who are who are graduating and needing to determine what payment plans to use for their federal student loans. That's kind of one of the appointments we do, as well as just kind of any other general financial literacy questions students have.
Financial literacy, college affordability, and overall financial well-being is, I believe, on the minds of many students and people in this age range, but also across the board nationally. What is your best tip, Isaac, to students now to improve their overall financial well-being?
I would say kind of the thing that's most important for students is to really take that driver's seat role in your financial education. A lot of times students kind of maybe hear things from a friend or a family member, and that's just kind of what they go with in terms of their knowledge. But sometimes that can be maybe incorrect, or maybe they're not quite understanding it the correct way. So that's where our office, I feel like a lot of our appointments are kind of addressing some of the things that they've maybe heard, and either explaining why it's the way it is or explaining the correct way that finances work, things like that. So really just students taking that driver's seat, taking that ownership in their financial education is really very important.
That's super true because I've heard some stats before about most of us establish our financial habits by the time we're like 9, which is crazy. But I think we are products of the home we grew up in, and so whether that's good or bad, a lot of people probably already have preconceived notions of what to do. So that's super cool. And then one other question we have covering that would be with the Office of Student Financial Success. What is something that people normally don't think of maybe your office does or might surprise a student who would walk in for the first time?
Yeah, so I think a big thing is just there's a lot of unawareness of what our office does or offers on campus, just because students don't always know what the office exists because it's within the financial aid office. So it's sometimes maybe a little confusing for students. But our kind of whole office's motto is financial facts without the fear. So we have all of our services and we want students to feel like they can come in here and ask whatever question they want. There is no such thing as maybe a dumb question, or students shouldn't be scared because finances maybe can be scary for some students. So we kind of try to take all of that out of our counseling and really just have it kind of be more of just a dialogue between two people instead of really like lecturing on what you need to do. A lot of the other services our office offers, like with a lot of it's on the financial aid side of things. So determining how to pay your U-bill or looking at different loan options and trying to help you figure out which loan option might be the best for you. Those are a lot of the things that our office offers that maybe students don't know that we do.
You and your co-workers in the office do so much for our campus and the students here, and I hope that as many students as possible are able to maximize their time at Iowa State by going and meeting with your office. So looking at the current time being with National Financial Literacy Month, for a final wrap-up, would you tell us a little bit about the incredible programming that your office is planning? I think you've got a robust lineup of opportunities for students to engage in learning this month, and we're really excited as student government to see all that you're doing and look forward to helping encourage financial literacy across our student body.
Yeah, so with April being National Financial Literacy Month, we've kind of developed a whole host of different lecture series or workshops to really promote Financial Literacy Month. So all of those are on our website. It's financialsuccess.iastate.edu and then /FinLitMonth. But some of our big events, we're doing some budgeting workshops for students, helping them budget their student paychecks. We had a credit workshop to talk about how to perfect your credit, the ins and outs of your credit score. We have another whole workshop about how do you apply for financial aid. So explaining the FAFSA a little bit more in depth, explaining how to apply for the 1F, what our scholarship committee is looking for, things like that. And then we also have a post-graduation finance workshop where we'll talk about kind of the ins and outs of understanding that job offer letter, maybe understanding some of those retirement benefits or health insurance benefits. So understanding what the different acronyms in those worlds are. Just kind of going to be that broad look at helping you start to understand what finances look like post-graduation. So those are just a few of the different events we have. But like I said, you can find all of our events online.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Isaac. We really enjoyed talking about the resources that you offer on campus and how students can be more financially literate during their time at Iowa State and beyond. So thanks again for your time, and happy Financial Literacy Month to everyone at Iowa State.
Thank you.